up, because otherwise this case would have been just pushed under the carpet as just another case of suicide, and a lot of issues are being brought out into the open. So this is exactly what some people in power do not want. That is the reason why they were very quick in declaring this as a suicide. So even the police also, they were in such a tearing hurry to declare this as a suicide. And now when the CBI has come into the picture, which for which also there was so much of a hassle, because the very same people, the very same police who had allowed the Rawat family to travel to Mahabaleshwar to holiday, they put the Bihar police, they put the DSP in quarantine. I mean, that was the absolute height. So there are a lot of things that they are trying to suppress. So very obviously there is this big nexus, and apart from the fact that consuming drugs and supplying drugs itself is a big offense, and it is a very big danger to society and to the youngsters also. Apart from that, the fact is that this money, the drugs mafia, is very closely connected with therapy.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot more than what meets the eye and what the police and the government would want us to believe. There have been so many inconsistencies in all of these their statements all along, right from the way in which the door was supposedly broken after they waited for so long for the key maker, and the way in which the pictures were circulated everywhere, the way in which we don't know how many bodies actually were taken out, and there were so many inconsistencies in the statements, in the WhatsApp chats, and they tried to make it look as if there was in such a tearing hurry to declare it as a suicide, and also they added the depression angle so quickly, and everything was being it was a systematic way in which the whole thing was being brushed under the carpet, and it looks as if all of them have been a part of this big game, like including his flatmate, that is this Mr. Pitani, who has now come out with this thing about how Sushant Singh Rajput feared that he will also be killed. So and the very first pointer should have been that why did Ria choose to walk out on the very day that there was this the case of the suicide of the apparent suicide, alleged suicide of Tisha Salyan, and that case was so conveniently brushed over. That case was so conveniently, the whole thing was like it was totally forgotten, and a lot of effort was made to make it look as if this has nothing to do with that, and that was a simple case of suicide, and nobody even looked at it. Like today, if you look at the details, it's as if what happened to the body. Why was the body not the postmortem was not done for 3 days, for 2 days? So it has reached Bhagwati Hospital after 2 days. I mean, all these things, they add to a whole lot of murky details where we don't know what exactly was happening. And the Maharashtra police, the Mumbai police, which is actually so efficient that they are being compared with the Scotland Yard, which I would totally agree with, and they know exactly whom to investigate. They know exactly what to do. The only thing is that they also know what they have to come out with and what they should not be coming out with, and which is why they were under this tremendous political pressure about why they should not be coming out with all of that. And they knew whom to put into quarantine, and even the government also, two important people come out and make statements. Why did they have to come out and say that this is a case of suicide? Why were they in such a hurry? Why was Mr. Anand Deshmukh in such a hurry to come out and say that it was a case of suicide? He could have said that there are some investigations being made. All the murky details that will come out, because they know that there are a lot of things that they want to hide. See, it's not as if, the Mumbai police was not aware of everything that was going on and all the details behind the Sushant Singh Rajput case. It is just that they were under tremendous pressure to hide a lot of things, and in fact they may have even destroyed a lot of evidence. And it is thanks to Republic and thanks to some stalwarts like Dr. Subramaniam Swamy and Ishkaran Singh Bhandari, that this case
has been like totally
Absolutely.
turned around from
Absolutely.
something
We have
that
with
could
us
have been just a
Barnali
case of
Basak also.
suicide.
This is going to lead to not just this one murder, like even Disha Salyan. I'm sure that Siddharth Pitani is privy to information about her murder also. Yes, we can clearly say that both of these were murders, and definitely this it was very right on their part to record their consider section 164, because Siddharth Pitani is somebody who was constantly changing his statements. So then it is very smart that this he should be pinned down, and definitely even if he is not an accused, he is definitely a witness to it. He is definitely witness to whatever has happened, and the way he was behaving as if nothing has happened. Like I'm sure that they were pretty confused about how to they made some mistakes there, like the kind of WhatsApp message that he sent to somebody at 10:50 asking for further follow up about some business deal, etc. So there were some small giveaways, even about the key maker. They tried to make it like some kind of a perfect murder. But like Dr. Swami had once told, that there is no perfect murder. So see, thanks to you, thanks to Dr. Swami, thanks to Ishkaran Singh Bhandari and all of these warriors for SSR who have been constantly pushing for this justice for SSR. It's a matter of time and a matter of having the right intent to actually get to the bottom of the case. So it is like all of this was in front of everybody. Like you could see so many inconsistencies, so many holes. Every bit of statements and all these key players have been making. Anybody like people like us, if we can make that out. Somebody who is comparable with Scotland Yard, why can't they see all that? So, like Savia was saying, obviously, Ria is definitely, she's just a small pawn. How on earth can she move, the entire Mumbai police? How can she move the entire government? And how can she get, such important people to come out and give statements that, just look at the fact that how, there were so many talks about how that depression theory, that the bipolar thing, and, how ridiculous, and I'm really appalled at how, to what lengths they have gone to cover up this story.